Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to day 242 of Godcraft. So today I'm going to talk a bit of what's been going on. The server's down right now. We're going to have it up, of course. We're not going to let Godcraft die. Right now I'm on my local test server, so we're not on the actual main server, so don't think, oh, blah, blah, blah. Uh, you guys, some people are probably wondering, I got a couple of emails. Why can I see the website but I can't post or play on the server? La di la la. Looks like I have to fix that. Looks like I'm taking damage on the main world. Wait, fail. This isn't the main world. This is the PvP server. Look at that. I almost get confused. The reason for that is because the attacks aren't happening this minute or this second, but they could happen again while we're trying to transfer the world and stuff. So what I've done is basically back up the server, downloaded everything, and sort of like an image of everything. And then once our new server is up with a new company, then I will be, sending it to that. I'll have to upload it to there, and then we can, tweak everything and get it online. If I turn on the forums now, there's a huge chance that it would be rolled back. If I turn on the server, well, it's probably just going to get DDoSed anyways, and there's also a huge chance that it will get rolled back. So that was the main reason for that. And this is good because I've had time to really work on a lot of things, which is great. Wait, we're on the main world now? I'm new to this game, so... Oh yeah. Anyways, we have everything pretty much working. I'm going to tell you the mods that we're going to have. So we have autosave, which is basically what lets the world save automatically. We have it right now running at, I believe, 300 seconds, which is what, 10 minutes? Or is that 5 minutes? 10 minutes, I think. I think I'm going to say 5 for fun. Then we got Border Guard that prevents people from going past, 8,000. So if we go warp north, and we go towards north, so we, for some reason, are spawning towards the opposite way. This is running locally, so my computer is a little slow at loading the terrain. Here, we'll go like this. We'll get a message about... Oh, here we go. You've reached the border. So you see how we're hitting 8,000? It's actually not exactly 8,000 this direction, just because the spawn is not on 0, 0. It's on like 50 or something like that. So if I went the other direction, I would get a little over 8,000. But anyways, that's our 16,000 by 16,000 size world. So we got Border Guard, and then we got Essentials, which is... Oh, I gotta fix this yet. I have to add the proper help file. It's a custom help file I can use. But Essentials does, time, day. Essentials provide other features like who, a bunch of the essential features basically all in one package. It's a nice little neat package. There's some people said it could cause some performance issues. So not right away, but we are going to look in the future just trying other ones. We will lose some features like /top and, /up, and so we kind of have to be a little cautious on that. Oh, look at this! Somebody built a nice little house here. So if you want to check this house out, go north, and yeah, looks very new actually. Very well done, whoever. Maybe they have a sign in here we can check out who made it. Nope. Could be old, who knows? I don't see any privated chests, so... Yeah, just crap in the chests, maybe some old structure then. Anyways, going on, I'm getting excited exploring somebody else's house that's just sitting here. I thought it looked like a nice little house, so... Yeah, it's just crap sitting here. I'm not sure what's some old person's house, maybe. So, the next one, let me just turn down the music. Gotta love the music, but I'm not sure how it is versus my voice. I have a crappy microphone, by the way. Sorry, guys. Locket, of course, you guys all know that. That's just a, private chess. Now, there's a bug lately that's been happening where Locket hasn't been always working. So what you can do is private and then write a name like Sniper 3. You can do other people's names. If you use this for griefing, well, we can use Logblock and beat your ass in. But be careful when you're typing this in. Make sure you spell your name right, because if you don't, you'll actually lock your chest, and then a mod has to come and break them. And another thing is, we allow moderators now to break signs. It's been a big request. I'm a little bit of a security Nazi. I really huge on making people happy and secured, but our moderators are good. I do trust them. I just don't trust the world. Let's just say, if Sniper 3, some guy robbed him on the street, I'm sure his first action is going to go to Godcraft and destroy everything. But that's how I run. But I'm trying to become a little more trustworthy. The next feature, which I can't show you locally, is Logblock, where oh, this is using something else, so this must be region or something. Logblock, what it does is moderators can right-click a block, and they can tell you who's breaking it or removed it. So let's go back to lock it here. Did I break that? Where was that chest now? It's probably a bad idea to be a prick and leave that chest locked. Oh, maybe I didn't. For example, you should always cover your chest as well. If it's your diamond chest or something extremely important, also cover it, because it will help us to detect who's exactly, breaking the top of that and getting your chest. Because if Locket fails for any reason, and somebody is able to open it, like we can't refund you the items. There would be too many people, and we just can't do that, right? It's sort of like, oh, sorry, like there's not much we can do about it. So make sure you also cover your valuables, just in case if the plugin ever fails. I mean, this is Minecraft, still beta. Anything's bound to happen. Another thing we have is now Memory Monitor, which does not show up on here, but I can show you just an example of what it sort of is with a different plugin with Essentials. So basically, every 1 minute, it spits out information like maximum memory, minimum memory. Actually, I'll tell you, maximum memory, total memory, free memory, used memory, and players online, memory per player, which is saying I'm using 188 megabytes of RAM just for me being in the world. And it tells you how many entities, so 125. So, yeah, it's a little different. Oh yeah, here we go, 125. So, yeah, it's a little different between these two. We got Butcher. Ooh, one mob. I wonder what that was. There's not supposed to be any mobs in the main world. That could have been a wolf or something a while ago that spawned, or who knows. Actually, I was doing testing here before, and mobs were spawning accidentally, so there could have been... Yeah, I was in the north as well, so there was probably a couple mobs that actually did spawn a while ago. Mobs do save chunk size, so if a mob did spawn at the time... There we go. I probably got rid of them. Anyways, there's no mobs on the main world, only on our PvP server right now. And that was Memory Monitor. So basically, it's just a good plugin. So, when we crash, now I can go through the logs and be like, wow, ever since Sniper 3 logged in, the memory just kept going. And then I'll review the logs like for the last 10 days. Every time Sniper goes on, there seems to be quite a bit of memory leak. Then I would go to Sniper and say, what the hell are you doing? Or I'd go to him and be like, what functions have you been doing? It seems like whatever you've been doing lately has been causing a lot of problems with the server. The next one we have is Minecart Mania, which we all love. We would all die without Minecart Mania. I'm kind of showing you a bit of everything, just because I got time. I can make this a long video. Minecart Mania basically, it's really complex now. You can do anything these days. But it's basically a subway system that you can, make it more automated. Notch kind of, stole the damn idea and added, the gold booster things, so you don't have to use boosters and etc. anymore. But Minecart Mania adds a whole new depth to it. For example, now you can just click this button, you stand on this green thing, and you want to go 8K north. You just click this, and you can still type in like ST2000, I think it is, or you can still use ST commands and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's feature-rich, plugin. It does everything you want, really. It's really nice. The next one is Multiverse, which is basically it controls the different multiple worlds. It lets me say, okay, I want spawns and PvP on one world. I want, nothing on this. So I can go MV for only admins. This will not work for the mods. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give this to you for all. Like, I'm going to try to allow you guys to teleport from, say, the new worlds, but not the PvP worlds. We have a strict, like, I can't even use, like, proper commands there unless if I have op status. So I'm going to go to MVTP PvP. So this takes me to the PvP world, and I'm right here at the PvP world, and see like it's different nights and day cycles. Basically, it's sort of like a kind of a backbone, kind of like I wouldn't say gateway, but more of a like sort of like a control panel for each world to like individualize them. I guess I don't know. I'm bad with explaining things here. I can go back where I was. Oh no, it went back to here. Silly thing. Um, the next thing we have is No Cheat, which is a really famous plugin. It prevents from people cheating and hacking and stuff. There's some bugs with it. I think there's this one called I don't know. It works overall. Majority of people can't fly. They can't, go through blocks anymore. Things like that. So it really, really is useful for servers. And there's some large servers out there, those junky, silly ones that have used them that said, they've had like 100 players online without it lagging with it. So it's a really good one. Now we have another one we've just added called Performance Tweak. And Performance Tweak, the way it works is basically every time you're like walking around here or just working along here and or even standing still in 60 seconds, the server is saving it non-stop to the world, and it's writing to the disk back and forth. Basically, the performance tweaks basically sort of like lowers the amount of times it has to save, and then our save plugin sort of like does the proper saving. So it's basically just a bit of a tweak for the server, and it's a cool plugin. I'm gonna try it out and see how it works. Permissions is basically cane hurt. So I can do on this server I have full op command, so I can do back, right? Yeah, so I can go back to the PvP world. Now I can't type in. See, I don't even have top command. I can't use. Oh, can't even use the back command. I can't use home. Can't use spawn. Can't use kill. Things like that. And this is actually what I have usually on the PvP server. I play legit like everyone else, and this basically, the permission system lets us set certain permissions, what you can do, and now it's a little more advanced where you can set certain permissions per world. So before we had server port where it didn't matter because you would actually install the plugins on a whole new server and you'd use a proxy system to get back and forth. Well, now you don't have to worry about that, which is kind of cool. What else do we have? Physical shops, warp trade. Everyone has warp trade, by the way, on Godcraft. It's the only, everyone has warp trade. Let's just put it that way. And let's check out Amy's shop. She's probably got the biggest shop going in. By the way, when that happens, you can place blocks like that, but they automatically disappear. It's kind of a weird hook, but anyways, we're in Amy's shop, and basically here you trade items for items. The way we have it is diamonds and Godcraft is the currency. The nice part of this plugin, it lets you buy multiple items. So I don't know if she's got any. Oh, okay. So sell me your sand. Oh, okay. This is sell stuff. But just give you an idea, she'll give you 1 diamond if you give her 7 stacks of sand. That's kind of a clever idea. And it's all automated. You right-click the sign, I believe, and like with the diamond in your hand or something like that, it automatically trades. And it's look at self-serve shop. It's 100% legit. You don't have to worry about other people jerking you around, and yeah, it's just a really, really cool idea. The next one I'm going to talk about is sign colors. Well, since we're in Amy's shop, there's no need to explain sign colors. That's what the plugin does. Basically, you can go like this. It's only VIP members that can use it, but if you go like this, A, for example, is going to be bright green, or lime, I guess you want to call it, and be like, Kane was Hill. It's just simple as that. We got performance tweaks, permissions, physical sign colors, sign lifts. We were just, might as well use Amy's shop again. This is just as simple as that. Up, down, up, down. Basically, on your second line, you put in brackets lift down, and directly underneath, or, well, I mean, I did it backwards. You put lift up, and then directly above, you put lift down. And it's on the second line, and you put the bracket lift up, and then the bracket lift down. Simple as that. Really nice little plugin. The next one is Stargate. So if we go Warp Portal, I believe I believe that's just a mod command. I don't think anyone has access. This is Stargate. So when I build the gate, what I type is in basically simple. I type in, this is what I would have typed in to create this. So it's what server is it on? So it's build. What server you want it go to? PvP. And then there's a network system. Basically, we use the network as a permission system. So anyone who buys PvP access or anyone with VIP 3 will have this permission. And that just basically does that. And then I put A to make it activated, or I could put P and it deactivates the portal and you have to press a button every time. But of course that's just silly. So we put A, and then that's what it kind of turns into. Pretty simple plugin. Works well. You just go through and look at that. Just we're there already. The future of Godcraft. And we can talk to each other from each server and stuff. It's pretty nice. Just simple. We have another plugin we're going to add. I don't have anything on it right now. It's called Statisticin. Statisticin. If you type in bucket, bukkit, is it? Is that how you spell bucket? Bucket, Statisticin. In Google, you can see an example of a sample there, and it's basically a plugin we're going to try out. It basically gathers all the stats. It runs really good on even large servers. Basically, all you do is every block, every action you do is also logged, just sort of like log block, and then it displays it a really, really useful, stats page where you can go on there and it'll say, hey, Amy's played for 25 days steady. She's, obtained this amount of blocks and what blocks, and it's just more of a fun little plugin. I'm actually asked and request the author to add a GD stuff. So basically, what we can provide on the forms is signatures. So you can actually put it in your signature, and maybe we can have like how many blocks you've in total got or whatever. I'm sure we can customize it. So it's going to be a really, really fun one. Whitelist, not really much I can show you there on here, but Whitelist basically is a simple plugin that, if you're not on the whitelist, you can't enter the server. World Edit, I mean, we've all seen World Edit. We don't really use it on Godcraft. Like, we do use it here and there, but we don't really build with it. For example, I planted some trees up in the north because it was a really ugly north and stuff like that, but we don't actually go and, work with it. So everything you see in Godcraft was never done with World Edit. We're a legit server, but I can set this to diamond blocks. And so, I mean, World Edit clearly could be a very unlegit thing. It's just really good for those, custom servers that are like, just build servers. Well, we're a build server, but those unlegit build servers are just trying to make you massive, huge, whatever. That's kind of good for it. World Guard, that's a nice one. Oh, I have this bind to another thing, but here. Oh, no, it's not bind right now. Okay, for example, you're not allowed to use Fire 51. I just got an error. Look at that. Look, it's yelling at me. And that's basically what World Guard does. It protects our server. Just bites you in the ass like, screw off, boy. So basically, it prevents like things like fire. In the PvP world, we have it so you can't PvP in a certain radius of the city, which is called regions, which is part of World Guard. World Guard also is needs a dependency, which is World Edit. So the two plugins are sort of a must on a server. So that's why we have to have World Edit on it. But yeah, that's basically it. Oh, yeah, I'm lagging out a bit. Oh, wonder if it's this fire animation. Weird. Anyways, yeah, that's basically all the plugins that we're gonna have on the server. We're gonna install Java 7. What else are we getting? We're getting a i7 Sandy Bridge 2600. It's gonna be at 3.4 gigahertz. We're gonna have 16 gigs of RAM, and we're gonna have not one, not two, not three, but four SATA 250s, all on RAID 10, which means you'll be able to write to all four of them. Or no, you'll be able to read from all four of them. Ah, there you go. You'll be able to read from all four of them and save to two of them. So basically what that means is you'll get 4 times the read and 2 times the save power. And yeah, which is amazing because 4 times read, well, you guys know what that means. Woohoo! Uh, you know, you won't see much of a performance issue because we've always had RAM disk, and that's 1500 megabytes a second. This may give us something like maybe 400 megabytes a second or 300, right? But it just means instead of having to use RAM disk now, we can just use the actual, moving disks, and we can have large worlds. Now, we're not going to make Godcraft any larger. I mean, the world now is 6 gigs. But when we add things like Nether, we can have a big Nether instead of a tiny Nether. When we add Skylands, we're going to have a large Skylands instead of a tiny Skylands, and etc. etc. It's just going to be really good. Talking about Nether and Skylands, we will be adding Nether on the next update. That will be definitely what we're adding. Maybe in a week or two. Probably a little after 1.7 we'll add it, since 1.7 is supposed to hit Thursday. And basically we're gonna, by the votes, people want it as a PvE world. So basically it means player versus an environment where it's just gonna be monsters. There's gonna be no PvP. So basically it'll be a legit Nether. We're gonna probably be bringing in Netherrack into the main world. Like we let you, of course, bring the blocks in, but we're gonna probably allow you to light up Netherrack. That means you can actually burn on Netherrack, and we know that's a huge demanding want by the players. So I think we're going to provide the ability to light up Netherrack. And then we'll probably add Skylands sometime in 1.8, which is supposed to be part of an adventure mod. Right now, it's not usable at all. It's kind of really messy. Right now, it's just a snow world. It's just a big snow biome. It looks kind of cool, but with a texture pack like this, where you see multi-colors, like it's made to see, the bright greens and the oranges and the different colors, it looks really bad because it's literally just a big plain ugly snow biome. Another thing we are having disabled temporarily is mushrooms on Godcraft. Is it on nighttime? Can't tell. Oh yeah, it is. We are disabling mushroom spread period for now, mainly because mushrooms are out of control. They're using a lot of CPU time and a lot of resources, and they're not in a huge demand right now. So mushrooms will be disabled for now. So keep what mushrooms you have, and we will enable them probably in the future, maybe in a controlled environment or something. Hopefully we can do maybe like a mushroom spread in a fenced-in area with a sign on it or something like that. Something like that, because right now it's just ridiculous how mushrooms spread. I was talking about one thing and then it popped in my head, and we talked about Skylands and Nether. And oh yeah, 1.7 comes out this Thursday. We're probably gonna definitely disable pistons. What is this crap? This is when you gotta like spank little kids. Somebody messing around here. Somebody grew trees on trees on trees, and they made a really ugly mess in the north here. Not sure why. Hopefully Sniper will look into that. No, this is kind of cool. So anyways, yeah, 1.7 is coming out Thursday, or at least that's what Notch saying. What it's coming out with is just bug fixes and basically pistons. Pistons will be disabled for now, and Godcraft will thoroughly test out pistons, but I'm pretty sure we will never be able to run pistons. It's sort of like, you know, saying, well, Godcraft should allow TNT and mass, like you can't do that. It kills the CPU time too much on the server. It is a huge feature though, and it will be kind of missed not having it. We will research on it, but till, Notch and Jens work on Minecraft a bit better to allowing it to be a little more, this is weird, boom, a little more stable, we're not going to probably do much with it. And then 1.8, of course, will probably come in a couple of weeks or a month later. So, yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, our new server should be hopefully in a day or two. I want to thank everyone who's been donating. We requested donations because it's going to cost us almost $400 for the first month, and then after that, it's going to be about $340, $330 a month. So anyone who donated, it's great. If you're waiting to get VIP, I tell people, unfortunately, because of the donations, and it's just, you don't get VIP out of that. But if you want to wait and once the server's back online and buy VIP to help out Godcraft, that would be wonderful. I mean, it's costly, but protection and quality is a big key here. So if it's a little out of my pocket, I don't mind. I love you guys, so. And I love Godcraft. I mean, you guys make the best structures, and we're famous. Godcraft's known everywhere. But anyways, I think I'm going to end the video today, and hopefully that's enough information to explain what's going on. I'll be keeping on testing out plugins, and once these boxes on, I'll be moving the site over. The site will be the first thing that'll be on once the DNS kicks in, so basically you'll just see the forums working, and you'll know that it's on the new server. And yeah, hopefully everything goes smooth from there, and then the server will come online, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we can play some Godcraft again. And yes, the PvP world will be online and working as soon as Godcraft's back online. So there shouldn't be any problems or issues there. So yeah, thank you for your donations, and thanks for anyone who wants to donate. And make sure you check out godcraft.com for more updates. And have yourselves a wonderful day.